welcome back. So sorry, my voice is a bit gone, but I'll try my best so you can hopefully hear me properly. So today's video is going to be all about concealers. So I'm going to show you guys the different concealers that I use, and for that specific purpose I decided to not put any makeup on so you can actually see what each concealer does and what I like about it. Alright, now I do have to say this, there's a disclaimer. In true Marlene fashion, you know my videos are long. This video is going to be a little lengthy. It is what it is. I want to explain it to you so that way you can buy what you need as opposed to buying everything you see. And then also if you want, you can buy them all. And then also if you need to know, you need to know. So I do have to tell you why it is that I have this and not foundation. I don't know. Or concealer, sorry. So hey, exactly. So sit back, enjoy. This will take the place of Foundation Friday. Okay? So yeah. We're going to move the camera. I'm going to move the camera closer to my face so we can actually see. You can actually see. I know what it does, but you can actually see what it is that I'm talking about and how I use the product and why I like it. Alright? And maybe later I'll move the camera back and then we can have a conversation. I don't know. If we have time. Alright? So yeah, Happy New Year. I haven't seen you in a minute. Well, I've talked to you guys on the Daily Gossip, but I haven't seen you guys like this. Alright. Talk to y'all later. Bye, ladies. I mean, come closer. Alright ladies, so let's get started. I went ahead and I filled in this brow to kind of give you an idea, okay? Alright, so usually when I do my brow, say I filled it in, because I filled in my brow twice. The first time with a pencil and then with the powder. That'll be for another video, okay? But the first time when I do it with the pencil and I kind of want to clean it up and have a clean outline, and also even for like a daytime look, okay? What I'll use is the MAC Select Cover Up. This concealer right here, and I actually use it in my complexion or my shade, which is NW45. Okay, and the nice thing about this one is that it's very liquid. Okay, so it's really easy to play with it and to maneuver it, and it gives you a more of a natural finish for the brow. Alright, so I'm just gonna come closer here so you can actually see it. Okay, so I'm applying that, and it's like I said, it's a liquid concealer really, and this may be perfect, it may not, who knows, who cares, but you get the gist. Alright, then I just go like this. I like to use it with this brush, which is the one by Sterling Lace, the EB13. It's a synthetic brush, and I call this brush the Halo Buster because it really helps you to blend in the concealer nicely, and then go at the top also. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so compared to this, sorry. So here's this eye, and here's this eye. And so the Select Sheer Cover Up is solely for me to do my eyebrows with it. I wouldn't use it, if you're always a combination skin, I would say don't use this right here on your nose, because it's not going to stay. You may also use it right here under the eye if you want to. Personally, I don't. I think it's a little bit too light for it, and that's just a matter of taste and preference. So try it on different parts and see how you like it, okay? But for the brows, I think it's exquisite. The next concealers I want to talk about are the MAC Studio Fix concealer or something. These ones right here, okay? They're like, everybody should know about these ones. So these concealers they're like my first ever concealers. I used to use them under the eye. Now I don't like them as much, but if you have them, they're good for under the eye, and also if you have like any blemishes that you want to cover, okay, you could use these. I very often now use this one, which is this one's the NW45, this one is NW43, and I would also use this right here underneath the brow a second time. Like, say after doing my eye makeup and I just need a little bit more definition on the brow bone, I would come here. I'm freestyling this, I did a pretty good job, and just apply it right here. And you can also, if you have some, like you can see my lids are a bit darker than the rest of my face, you can also, if you were doing like a full face, I mean not a full face, more of a natural finish foundation look, okay, for work or any type of makeup that would require a no makeup look, okay, just pat that here. Alright, you see if you compare it to this, like this lid to this lid, okay, and it does well also as like an eyeshadow base, like it doesn't crease, that's why I like it, okay. With the Select Sheer cover, you may run into creasing if you use it like right here or on the lid. That's why I'm like, because it's very liquid, doesn't have enough of a base to it, if that makes any sense. Alright, and this one also, the lighter color, when I first got this in the lighter color, I used to also use it under my eye area. Okay, so I used the NW43 right here under my eye area. But you can also use it if you have like any spots and you wanted to use it, you can use it to cover up some of your spots. Now, my personal recommendation would be to apply concealer after you've applied your foundation. I used to do it the other way around. I used to apply concealer first and then foundation. I was like, I think I'm kind of rubbing, by rubbing the foundation, I feel like I'm rubbing the concealer away, because the concealer, you just want to use it to cover spots. You don't actually want to mess with it, right? It's like a band-aid to foundation, right? So I just apply the foundation, and wherever I need extra cover up, then I'll just apply my concealer there. So here are these two concealers. Now, the other two concealers I want to talk about, it's just one. It's the DERMABLEND Cover Cream Concealer. See, the thing with the cover cream, I'm really now beginning to wonder if it's a concealer or if it's a foundation, but it's so thick, I'm going to go ahead and say it's a concealer, okay? So this one is a 3 and a 4. Yeah, okay, so the darker one is the 4, this one is the 3. The packaging has changed. Okay, I would have a link that will take you to my blog, yes, and then on there you'll have a detailed list and the products, like where to get these. Okay, so here, but this one also, these I actually used to use them to do my nose, like the bridge of my nose, and also under the eye area, because this was like, if you're going for a full coverage foundation, you're going to like this. Okay, I'm gonna keep the brush right here. This is getting serious, so you may want to pay attention, right? So these are, they're like really thick. If you've ever tried the cover cream, they're super thick. So my recommendation to you is you should probably get a sponge like this, okay? And you want the sponge to be somewhat moist, all right? Moist doesn't mean like super wet. It just means a little moist, like it's not dry, okay? To have a little bit of water to it. So once the sponge is moist, what you would do, you take this. Personally, I would recommend for you to get a spatula. You can get this one from Michael's, or you can buy plastic spatula spoons from Sally's, okay? Take a little bit of it, alright? Don't stick your fingers into jars, okay? That's just kind of gross. I mean, I know it's your product, but it's just kind of gross, okay? And then you take the sponge that's moist, and then you go ahead and you want to break the product, okay? It's kind of hard to do this and talk at the same time, but you want to break the product, all right? And then that's how, then you want to go ahead and you want to apply it, okay? Now, I personally never had darker circles, but if you have darker circles, you're going to love DERMABLEND. Any type of discoloration you have under the eye, or any big scar that you have, something where you really need great coverage, concealer wise, even foundation wise, you're going to love DERMABLEND. Sorry about my freaky voice. It's creeping me out myself, okay? So, and I'm kind of freestyling this, so it may not be perfect, but this is how you would use this. Okay. Because once the sponge is moist, it's a bit more amenable. Like, it's easier to play with it, okay? It's easier to maneuver it. So make sure, not wet, huh? Moist. Alright. See? So see, so that's how I would go about using the DERMABLEND. And also, if you've seen the how to contour mine for the nose, my video, then I do take this. Now, depending on your complexion, you're going to have to play with this, okay? But I would take a little bit of one and even a smaller amount of the lighter shade, which is why I have so much of this here, and kind of mix it. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my eye here. So, okay, so you would kind of mix, I would kind of mix the two, all right? And kind of break the product once again. Sorry, maybe I should do it this way. Break the product so you can see it's a little lighter than the other stuff that's here. Break that a little bit, and then just, this is what I would use to do the Tree of Life technique. Okay. Okay, and then of course you would have to contour this, but you get the gist. Alright, so yeah, and the reason why I also like this one for the nose, especially if you're oily, the combination is gonna, you sweat a whole lot. Let's just say that your nose is not going to move. Alright, and then once you've applied it, you can take the sponge and kind of soften up the edges a little bit. Okay, and just dab on this part. Now we're just going to chisel that. Okay, makes sense. Here's another concealer I also want to tell you guys about. This is the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. Okay, and this one, I really like this one because this one, you can also use it as a standalone concealer, or you can also use it as a base. Like, you apply this concealer first, and then you apply a concealer on top of it. And I like this one because although it's liquid, it has a bit more consistency or more of a base than this one, okay, than this light sheer cover. And this one, actually, the color I have in this was NC20. Yes, quite pale, but it works, and I'm NW45 and it works. So you apply there, okay. And then you just use it. This sponge is not behaving. Okay, sorry. It's gonna... Alright. Okay, so here's this one. This one is also, like I said, standalone is great. And then you could also use the, this is what I used to do before. You could go ahead and use this one, the DERMABLEND one on top, because since it is so thick. And it really does work. And then also with the darker color here, it's going to make this less bright, like the way it is right now. Okay. And what I encourage you to do with concealer is to try different techniques, because depending on what you need, you may have to do different tricks, because our skin is not like, you know, we don't have the same skin issues, we don't have the same discoloration, we may not have the same need for our color correction. So it may be to your advantage to try out different things. Now I feel like I'm looking crazy. It's hard. Okay, I have concealer all over. It's crazy. Alright, so yeah. So this is the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. Okay, I really like this one. Next, I'm going to be talking about these two concealers right here. One is the Kat Von D, the Lock-It Tattoo Concealer, and the Illamasqua, the Skin Based Lift. Okay, This one, I like it a whole lot. I really do. It's a full coverage type of paste-like concealer. And I've said this before. With this one, I really feel like you can never use enough, like too much of it. But, I mean, be parsimonious with how you use it. But it's manageable. Like, it works with you. It really does work with you. And that's what I really like about it. Now, I will say, there is a small scent to it. If you're very sensitive to smells, like, you may want to check it out first before buying it. Okay, but you should always check stuff out before buying it. So let me start with this. I don't know how well people to see this, but this is what it looks like. So it takes a little longer to it drags, okay? It doesn't come down as easy as this one. See, if you go like this, the Pro Longwear concealer kind of runs. This one doesn't run. So if you like full coverage concealers, you'll love the Kat Von D one, okay? So this one though, I like to use it with the Beauty Blender. Okay, so I did clean up this area and I'm gonna start new again. So you see, I love it. And I just feel like it just nicely like dissipates into your skin, and I just like that a whole lot. Okay, this is also a great concealer that I like to also use to do the corners of my lips with it. Okay, right here also on my chin, I like to apply it there. And like I said, it just melts into your skin, just like gets absorbed into the skin very, very nicely. Especially if you use it with a sponge. And I do have a little bit more in my hand. I'm gonna use it all so you can see what I mean with this product. When I say that you can, it feels like it just works with you, like I said. You know what I like about the Beauty Blender? It actually bounces. It's like you're playing mini basketball on your face. I like that. Okay. So see, it's really, really, really pretty. Just like nicely dissipates to your skin. And like, even if you touch it, it's like you get no residue. Like, look. Isn't this gorgeous? I love it. And your fingers are like clean even after like pressing, because I'm pressing my hand on it. See? Oh, superb. I love it. Magnifique. Okay, now another concealer that I really like is this one. It's the Illamasqua concealer, this one right here. My shade is deep too. With every product, I'm gonna say this to you ladies, you want to go in there and you want to test it out for yourself and see how you like it, okay? But this one, the Illamasqua one thing that I'm using it now too, is to actually do the bridge of my nose. Okay, especially if you don't feel like playing chemist with the DERMABLEND one. And this one, especially for the daytime, it is going to give you a nice bridge, and it's not going to move, because like I said, being oily in the T-zone right here, you don't want your nose to move, and many of us do not have time to go in and out the restroom to fix the makeup. So I really, really, really do like it. Okay, and even if you have like spots that you want to cover up, this is another great concealer that is just going to nicely melt into your skin and cover what needs to be covered and last throughout the day. It lasts for a pretty good time. It really, really does. And the thing is, like, if it can last to here, which is the most oily part, this is the most oily part of the face, I mean to my face, it'll last you everywhere. Okay, so and even here you can also apply it over the Kat Von D one if you want also. I sometimes do that. I'm the queen of concealers. I love concealer, honey. If If you can't afford plastic surgery, honey, you better have all the concealers in the world. Okay. Yes, sweetheart. I remember the first time I tried concealer. Honey, I felt like Elizabeth Taylor. Like, diamonds are forever. So yeah, you know. And you can, if you remember seeing this part, you'll see like it's kind of warming it up, isn't it? Yeah. And this one, it's a shade that's like slightly lighter than my shade. So, let's see. Been here also. I love this concealer. I really do. It's a natural finish concealer. Illamasqua did a great job on this one. They really did. Alright. And for the nose, you can also go with the sponge as well. And just always dab that in. Kind of chisel the nose a bit. And go in also with the corners like that. Alright. See? But yeah, this one, you'll love this one. I completely recommend this one. This is like one of my monthly favorites. Good take. Alright ladies, so that's it. I gave you a small aperçu of like all the concealers that I have. And I hope now you have a better understanding of why I use this concealer. What exactly is this concealer? What is that again? And why are you using it here? So I didn't want to make it too long, but hopefully you understand it. I welcome you guys to go and try everything. Like I said before, this is America, and you know what that means? It means it's the land of samples. You can always go to Sephora and try stuff out, make your samples. Sephora, if you go to the beauty bar, they always have like little plastic cups, whatever. You can always pour yourself some, and it's really easy to test the Kat Von D one. Okay, you serve yourself different shade. Always take like 2 or 3 shades. Take it home with you. Try it in front of your lighting, like your mirror at home, when you're comfortable, when you're in your element with your brushes. Try it then and see how you like it. You don't have to make a purchase then. The Illamasqua one, same thing. You can take the little, they have little spatula spoons, put some in the little jar, the little cup thingy, take it home and try it, okay? For MAC, you can also try it there. But the thing about most of these department stores is like the lighting is so terrible, you can't see anything. But try all of them, see what you like, and buy what you need based on what you need. Now if you really have darker circles, like I'm talking about like really pronounced dark circles where it's like you have like owl eyes, like, you know, like the Googles, kind of like your entire, like you're wearing sunglasses. I mean, it does happen to some people. You shouldn't have used hydroquinone, sweetheart. Let me say this. If you want to bleach your skin with carrot oil. It's a beta carotene. It works well. The pure oil is very expensive. You want to get it from like a vendor in France somewhere. It takes a little longer, but it does a good job at evening out your skin. Hydroquinone reacts terribly to the sun. That's why you shouldn't mess with Abaji either. I'm just saying, okay? But if it's like a real problem for you, or like you have deep like acne scars that have like really damaged your epiderm, you want to go ahead and use DERMABLEND, okay? Use the DERMABLEND concealers. They work well. Make sure you buy a sponge. I would personally say invest in a beauty blender, especially the real one, not the fake one. Oh my goodness, okay? You guys, let me tell you something. If your skin is already damaged, and you're using concealer or foundation and makeup to give you a flawless finish, you may as well, if you're going to try to fool people, go all the way and buy the correct tools so your story can be believable, okay? There's no point in having like great makeup and poor tools and then your finish is terrible. Like, I see people on YouTube who do great eye makeup and then they pull out these big old fake sponges and mess up the whole look when they apply concealer. It's like, go all the way, sweetheart. Invest your money. Buy the proper tool so that way your story can be believable, okay? It doesn't make any sense, all right? Because these cheap sponges, sometimes they leave like holes. I don't know, they're just, the finish is just horrific. I don't like it, okay? And then if you also have the MAC ones, these ones by MAC, by all means feel free to use them. They're good. It's an acquired taste for concealer. Let's just say mine is a little bit more evolved, I don't know, but yeah, but that's it. So yeah, so that's what I like, and hopefully this video was useful. All right, so see you ladies later. All right, bye, take care. I don't have a voice, I'm sorry. Goodbye. There is a giveaway. I'm catching up on the giveaways that I wanted to do for the holidays. Sorry, I guess it's never late to give stuff away. So here you're getting this beauty bag, I guess, filled with a bunch of Urban Decay goodies. Bunch of stuff right here. I don't feel like going through all of this, but it's worth it. So if you want it, it's very easy. You just gotta be a subscriber. Either you follow me here on Instagram or you like my Facebook page, and just go ahead and send me your mailing address. Please write in the title, write concealer giveaway, and you send it to me at marlene@marleneamon.com. So write your first name and then your mailing address, and I'll just also mail this at the end of the week. Okay, so today there'll be 2 videos out today. So there'll be 2 giveaways today, so I'll mail those 2 at the end of the week. Alright, so thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in another video. Alright, bye.